Welcome to Angel's Table. At the table today are Sullivan Matheson, Parker Matheson, and our special guest today is Christy Forhan. In the spirit of the holidays, we are...
Which holiday?
Well, Christmas, I think, for all of us, but we're doing Christmas. We're just going to go there. It's all about the Christmas. So, Christy has a fabulous tradition that she does every year, and I wanted her to come and explain what she does and how she incorporates a lot of recyclables, reusables, repurposes. Yep. She repurposes a lot of things to make Christmas decorations, ornaments, and it's also a fundraiser.
Yeah.
So, if you wouldn't mind.
So, for now 23 years, I've had a Christmas craft party in my home. It's expanded to 2 days because I just have a lot of people I'd like to invite. So on a Saturday and Sunday, we gather in my basement, and I come up with 8 to 10 different crafts, Christmas ornaments, table decorations, provide all the supplies, pre-paint anything that has to be painted because I don't want to have anybody messing with paint. It's too messy and it takes too long to dry. So all the supplies are ready to go, and I write a series of instructions, and then my guests come. Again, you have one there?
I do. She has a nice little pamphlet.
It's a packet of instructions. So every craft has sort of a relative scale of complexity, the detailed instructions, and then around my basement are the stations for each of the crafts. And I do try to use a lot of repurposed or recycled materials rather than just going and buying a craft kit. So I've used everything from the old black film canisters, you remember what those are like? To the little pots that made out of peat moss that you'd use to sprout a seedling. Yeah, we have the reindeer there is made out of a peat pot.
Right.
So that's, and he has a hole in his nose so the Christmas light can come through there and give him a red nose.
I love that.
And light bulbs, light bulbs I figure are almost collectible now, so we've used incandescent light bulbs. And just lots of old Christmas cards, all kinds of different scraps. The fundraising aspect, I want to mention that real quick. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to show
the communion cups.
The communion cups.
Okay, that's kind of an unusual one.
Idea.
So at our church, when we serve communion, we serve it in these little individual plastic cups that are almost like little tiny shot glasses. Mm-hmm. And I just couldn't see them all going in the trash all the time. So I have a couple hundred of those at home that I washed, and in that case we made them into like a little cluster of bells.
Wow, what amazes me is how much work you put into the prep. I mean, just to take those and wash those.
Yeah, well, and drill holes in the bottom, but that was the end of that. I mean, that's really, from September 1st until the first weekend in December, I'm in craft party mode, and I sort of open my mind to what are we going to do this year, what materials are going to be available to me, what's going to inspire me.
Right.
And it's an absolute joy for me. It fills me, that whole, really, it's like a quarter of the year. And so I look forward to it every year. I don't obsess about it all year long because that would not be fun. But I do allow myself on September 1st. And yeah, so it's part of the whole magic of the craft party is for me to do all that prep work. I enjoy it. I have to tell you about the fundraising aspect.
Yes,
you mentioned that.
Yes.
So I asked my guests to bring just a couple of things. A pair of scissors that'll cut felt, a bottle of tacky glue, and a shoebox to hold what they take home. And then I also asked them to bring canned goods or other non-perishable paper products as well. And we collect those and donate those to the Open Door Outreach Center in Union Lake, which is just 3-4 miles from our homes, you know, so there's a need very close by. And we have collected, not counting this year's donations because I haven't tallied that yet, but over 3,600 pounds have been donated from the craft party, and that just makes me feel very happy.
So that's sort of, it is, it's getting your holiday started right too.
I think it is for me, and I have a lot of folks who say that they look forward to it every year.
I've been once. Yeah, we've been talking about that, and that was a really long time ago that I had gone once, and I don't remember, because I know when you first started it was a kids thing, but I don't remember taking...
Well, and it was always kids with parents, but I know, it was so, I mean, 23 years, you guys were, you know, not even born probably at that point.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know. So we have a display of only a small amount of what she has. We had to quit putting stuff out, but
we one layer of the basket.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of
stuff out. Oh my gosh, I love this. Oh, I love this. I love this. So Do you want to explain a little bit of some of these really amazing?
Yeah, let's do the church, because that's a really easy one, the white one. That's a really easy one for people to recreate on their own at home. So this church is made out of, that's a 2x4 cut to the peak, and then I think this is considered like a 1x2 cut with a point here. And I spray painted them ahead of time. And then our guests decorated them, and it's almost like scrapbooking, so that it's pieces of paper. In this case, I think some of this is a Christmas card. These are shingles made out of paper, and everything's just glued on. You know, you get your fancy scissors that you got as a kid, that little rack that has all the pretty fancy scissors, and glued all that stuff on, and it literally just glued it all. You didn't get
Was
one of
I
those
supposed
racks?
to get fancy scissors as a kid?
I got fancy scissors.
All I got were shitty round ones that didn't cut anything.
That's because we didn't trust
You
you.
come to my house, you can
And
have
then half the time,
Trust you with scissors.
I have a whole box of fancy scissors. I just didn't trust you.
Some of it gets it.
but
They
then
were mine. I was the crafty one.
and if they're lefty, I can't use them anyways because I cram my hand in there and it
They're not
hurts.
lefty. They're either neutral or righty because they
Right.
don't care about us.
Grab
That's a
the
stupid
peace
thing to
sign,
do.
Sullivan.
Okay, so the peace sign is a really easy one to recreate as well. This is just literally, well, I should also point out that this is a coat hanger and a piece of wood. If you want to make an ornament hanger, that's how you can do that. This is a bracelet, a bangle bracelet, like a child's bangle bracelet. And, you know, plastic, it doesn't matter. I just needed a round thing that was stable. And then there's 3 pieces of wire that you start here, and you put the 3 pieces of wire. Yeah,
Show it
sorry.
that way.
Yeah. You start here and wrap the 3 pieces of wire at the top, and bead all 3 of them, and then you split them
Oh,
2 to 3, and you
okay.
bead them individually and just wrap them around the bangle
Right.
bracelet.
But isn't
And
that great? Because
super easy.
how often, as your kids get older, do you have way too many of these bangle bracelets for your daughter?
I know. I have a ton of them.
Yeah.
I haven't worn them
I was
in 10
gonna
years.
say I'd
Well, there you go. You can make we
love
call that
that.
one the beads of peace.
I really like the one. The
The
one with
Santa.
the light bulb. I
Okay.
love that. That's
Okay.
one of my favorites.
So I stopped throwing away light bulbs one year and was surprised how many I accumulated by not actually throwing them away. So I felt once I have a quantity of anything is usually when I can be inspired to do something. And I also felt like incandescent light bulbs are almost a collector's item. So this is covered with tissue paper, white tissue paper that you know, that came out of the box of shoes that you just bought and you don't know what to do with it, and Mod Podge. So it gets really hard and protects the light bulb. And then I did pre-paint the red so that my guests wouldn't have to deal with that.
Right.
And then
That
I
is so
think my
cute.
daughter made this one because she signed it in 2009. And then just yarn and a pom-pom for his nose and some googly eyes. Had a couple pipe
And
cleaner
he's so
accents.
cute.
He is really cute. And you said that you try to create things that are still, that people can add their own
Yes,
personality to
absolutely.
it.
Yep.
Which is
Yeah.
fun.
And so half the fun for me is to see what ends up coming out from my guests. You know, I show them a sample, but I'd like to see how they interpret it themselves. And sometimes that's some of the most fun is to see how they interpret it.
Right.
I think it's so cool how you see something like the communion cups and you think, oh, I could make bells out of that. I think that's so
Yeah,
cool.
we've done a few things out of communion cups. That's just one example.
I think the communion cups as an idea are a sweet thing. I never
Yeah,
did.
that's how we had it originally.
I never had the wine at
we do
communion
grape
because I'm like,
juice too. So
I was like, this is too much hassle. I'm fine. I don't know how much I'm supposed to drink. I don't know how it works. I'll
see, these
just
are
skip it.
pre-portioned, so
Yes,
you
that's
wouldn't have to
great.
worry about
So
it.
you're not
we
going
were
to
just taught to like
drunk at
touch
church.
it to your lips and not have to drink it.
I'm not positive I've ever had wine at
The
communion.
wine, yeah.
I have no idea.
I know.
And now I don't care.
I would go when I was in the front of the church. If I was way in the back, it's like I would pretend.
Yeah. Well, we Presbyterians are more practical, so we all have our individual portions.
Yeah. So now there's 2 houses up in the front. One of
Right.
them is made out of Christmas cards.
Yep.
And then the other one, that has circles on the
Here,
top.
yeah. Well, we'll do this one first, then we'll go to the ginger. Well, we'll start with the gingerbread because we already talked about
I
the
love
church.
this. I think this is
So this also is a
Wood.
piece of wood. So it's just another piece of a 2x4 cut on my brother-in-law's miter saw that I have to borrow every year to make these. And in this case, these are
So
shingles.
everybody might not be able to do this one if you don't have a miter saw.
Well, I
access to
don't
it.
either. I just borrow one. I just have to have a friend.
Find someone, yeah.
Yeah, have a friend. And these are just circles of craft paper that have been cut out with a hole punch. Punch with a hole punch.
Okay.
Different from the shingles on the church. I
Right.
thought they'd need to be more whimsical since
like
we were
that.
doing a gingerbread house.
So
And then the striped straws are striped straws, drinking straws that you can buy this time of year in the Christmas colors.
Cool.
And we've done an entire village over the last, I think, 12 or 13 years. So every year there's a new building introduced to the village. This year we did the Round Island Lighthouse up by Mackinac Island. The church was our first village. Oh, I guess it's been 12 years because that was 2004. Gingerbread house, all different kinds of community buildings, a bank, train station, a school. So I have a whole sort of my own personal Dickens village at home from that are all.
And then
just
what is
platforms.
the brown building?
The brown building
Is that
that one is the. One year I thought once some of the kids who've been coming to the craft party had gotten into college, I started feeling like I wanted to have a reason for them to think it was still fun to come to the party. So I designed a couple of college buildings, and this is the Michigan Union because my kids are at Michigan, or formerly at Michigan. So we did the Michigan Union for anyone who was a Michigan
so
fan.
cool.
All right, real quick on the Christmas card house. This one literally is made out of Christmas cards. For something like this, I would cut the templates out of clear plastic that you might peel off of the lid of a toys display box, or a report cover, those old ones you used to put a spine on. Cut the plastic off. I don't throw that plastic away. So I would design the template out of that, cut the template out of the clear plastic, and then the guests would pick out the Christmas cards. And yes, I have hundreds of Christmas cards. Only the fronts.
Now
I only save the fronts.
Now I know what to do with Christmas cards.
Well,
when
you
there's
know what?
one left
I'm
or-
telling you, it's hard now because everybody does the photos cards
Yeah, just
or
one
no
piece.
cards.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I'm kind of glad that I started collecting them years ago because I have a lot of traditional Christmas cards. So you cut these out, punch them, and then back the openings with tissue paper and just clear glue. And then the fun thing about
then
this, there's a hole in the back here, and when you put it on your Christmas tree in this little hole, you put a Christmas light and the house glows.
I love it.
And I love that most of it is repurposed and recycled things that you have seen that have otherwise would be put in the
So
garbage.
creative.
Yeah, I never threw away a baby food jar. I probably have every single baby food jar that I ever needed because I used them to hold beads.
Right.
I've
Wow.
saved every
Well,
single one that I've ever used also.
So which two are we?
But I love that the angel, this angel, in the
Okay.
front, her base is an egg, so that's
Right.
really fantastic.
Yeah, it's actually plaster of Paris that I formed in the little egg holder thing from the refrigerator.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's sturdy.
So it's
enough.
not actually an egg.
No, it's just formed in the egg.
Oh, okay.
That would be
Little-
unhygienic.
I don't think
I thought
tray.
there was something
That was a firm. Yeah, that would have firmed it up.
That's
Yeah.
gross, Mom.
No, and she's styrofoam. That's a styrofoam egg there on her body.
Well, that is really cute.
And her wings are made of
we are going to
beads.
make two of your ornaments this year. One table decoration and one ornament.
Right.
So we have a really cute little
Yeah.
snowflake.
And this
Love
this
that.
little
Never
star
heard
or
of this
snowflake is really easy to recreate as well, and it has no glue whatsoever. So it's a nice one.
We didn't
to do
trust
with
Parker
kids.
with glue, so he's getting
I
quick
burned my
cleaners.
fingers.
So we're doing a very easy one, and then we're doing one that's far more complicated. But I'm hoping that it'll go smoothly.
And it's beautiful.
For we might have to have Christy make the angel,
No!
mostly
Oh.
just for time purposes. but I mean, we can all. So,
Oh, we'll work on it together. We only have supplies.
Sullivan, do you want to grab the one basket of stuff?
Yeah.
Grab the Sullivan.
All right, now with the, I'll talk you guys through the pipe cleaner star, but I do have a set of instructions that show you what to do, which is similar to what I do for all the crafts.
Do we have any pipe cleaners that are black? Like in the
I
heart?
did not bring any black ones.
There's one black one.
Oh, is there? There you go.
Rude.
So I pre-cut some just to get us started, but you guys want to pick out 3 pipe cleaners from the stack and kind of fold it in half and then cut them in half. And I don't ever cut pipe cleaners with your scissors because you'll put a notch in your scissors. So I bring out the wire.
I learn all these things
Good
from
to
Christy,
know.
and every year I say, "Oh, that's so
Yeah.
smart." I always ruin my scissors.
Don't ruin your scissors.
And
You're
then
into
I
your
forget,
scissors.
and I do whatever she has said not to do anyway.
So here's one of those baby food jars that I said I'd never thrown away, and I always whatever's in it, I just glue to the lid so that when the lids end up on the table, we know which ones go with what.
So we cut it in half?
Yeah, fold it in half,
So
just,
clever.
and then just snip it right about halfway. And you're
So
gonna end up.
You want me to just do the ones that are
Yeah, you can
cut?
just use the one that's cut.
Okay.
I'll just talk you through it.
Okay.
Oh, you know
So
what? We're
does
gonna
Anna-
need one more.
She
small.
has directions right here, so if we're all at the party, we would just
Right,
read
you'd
our
be fine.
directions.
Yeah, I don't cover. I just walk around, and everybody has to.
Of course,
Pay
Christy, you
attention.
can stand here while I do this.
We're gonna need one more small one.
Okay. So,
Yeah. So what we're gonna start off by doing is you're each gonna grab 6 beads. And oh, you know what? No, that's all right. We can just take them right out of here. You're gonna need 6 beads on a short pipe cleaner, not the ones you just
Different
cut.
pipe.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cut this one down. I think this will be long enough.
There are some short ones in here. Do you want to grab one of those?
Yeah. I should have had this one pre-cut. I don't know how long these go.
Like the same size as these?
Because you're going to make a circle. No, I'm going to show you. I'm going to tell you right now. Yeah, you're going to make a circle with your 6 beads. And if I can cut this white one to be long enough for all of you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So it only needs to be about this long. So when Parker's done with the clippers, then we'll have this one.
Your hair was all over the place. I
So we're
couldn't
putting
get
all of them
anywhere.
on.
It's
No,
a
we're going to put
nuisance.
6 beads. I'm going to give you this one.
oh, okay.
Just get started. I meant to cut these ahead of time.
Okay.
This forms the center of the star. See where these gold beads are? Where it's going to form our center circle. So what you want to do, and these will be longer than you're going to need. Okay, so we'll trim off the excess, but we'll get Angel. You can use this one.
Okay.
I'm going to make it into 6 beads in a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. And we're going to twist it to close off the circle. And then you kind of just hide those ends. Okay. And try to even the beads out, which means you're going to have to slide one of those beads over. Okay. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
You see what we ended up with?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So those white lengths that I just gave you might be longer than you need. Okay.
Okay. So then,
that extra.
I'm going to leave this one where it's easier to see. Yeah, snip off the extra. You do want to twist it so that it doesn't come apart because it's integral to the whole star. Yeah, this is fine motor skills, some of it. Sometimes the big fingers are harder. It's harder to work with the bigger. So I tried
It's a fingernail thing.
and I have to say, having done this for so many years with so many of the same people, that looks good, Sullivan, that I think I've been able to get more sophisticated in my designs as my guests have gotten older.
Yeah.
When I look back at what we were doing when my kids were 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, we were like gluing things on Formica chips. Literally the samples that you get from Formica, it's spray
That's a great
painted.
idea,
So
too.
this is a lot more. This is not
Can we
bad.
go to the simple
Well, I think
things?
all of
please?
them.
This is the simple one. Okay.
And he wonders why we don't trust him with craft scissors.
All right. So now you're gonna take one of the ones you've cut, those little half lengths, and you're gonna slide one through each bead. I don't want to do it for you.
And then
Sort of bend it right at the midpoint. So you're gonna end up with this like little octopus looking thing.
Got
Yep.
it.
Parker, do you want me to twist that for you?
No,
You're driving her crazy.
it needs to be perfect, and I don't think you can do it. So.
Okay, I'm just because I know I've done this a few times. I can help you,
I mean,
but I'm not going to step.
you don't know how
No,
many
I don't.
times
I
I've
never
done it, so-
intercede. I let my guests do it on their own unless they ask. And then Sullivan, go ahead and bend those. Yeah, you got it exactly.
The craft
Well, we're-
master of the family over here.
yes.
Thank
We're
you.
talking about how we're both pretty creative, and yet
I would
try
never
any of
think to
this
turn a
stuff.
light bulb into Santa Claus.
Well, you said all you have to do is start saving them, and then when you have a whole box of them, you go, what can I do? I can't just throw them away.
Yeah.
Now. I feel bad.
That makes sense. All right.
Okay,
Well,
that's all right. Parker's gonna catch up. He's doing
What?
great.
No,
Sometime today.
With this project, if you recreate it at home, you want to use the pony beads with the big holes, because otherwise you can't get 2 pipe cleaners through the hole. You definitely need a bead that has a large enough hole. And these are, these are super easy to find. Any craft store has pony beads.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So now you want to take another bead, and the way I described it in here, I don't know how else to describe it, is you're going to take the 2 neighbors So not the same pipe cleaner, but the one next to it, and you're going to slide a bead over that. So it's easy when you have the two different colors, you can kind of tell.
Very monochrome.
Yeah, well that's what, see, this is just a perfect example of you can do whatever you want and everyone's going to look a little different. I only brought one.
I'm not a very colored.
So
I went blue though.
So you go all the way
that's
around.
because, you know, there wasn't the awesome choice of black.
Well, there was one, but I wanted.
Parker, don't push it down quite that far. You only have to go down about halfway. Because what you guys are doing now is you're adding this bead. Okay?
Oh, okay.
So you only go down about halfway.
This would be a really great craft with little kids if you're looking for something fun to do with your kids. You know, for a kids
kids
party
you babysit.
or kids you babysit.
Yeah, this is
what
like,
to do.
I mean,
your
cost you-
grandkids.
Whoops.
Yeah, if you get your,
I think this might be, you
It's
know,
costing
too
nothing.
difficult for kids because, you know, I'm having trouble.
well, a lot of what when I started doing this, it was, you had to, like, it wasn't you drop your kid off, it was you come and you sit next to your child and you work together.
Yeah.
And in fact, I would even plan the supplies only counting the number of children. Not now, the parents come and they're like, get out of my way.
Yeah, let me
You know,
do
it's
it.
my crap.
Yeah.
I've got to make sure I've got enough supplies for the grown-ups and the kids.
Well, I mean, like this is so beautiful that
Oh,
that's
yeah,
not just for
I
a
love
kid,
that.
and the angel's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And
Well, like I said, I've changed it up a bit over the years now. We've gotten older.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so now I'm just going to show you. Let me show you on yours, Angel. So then it just comes together. So now you're going to take the pear and bend it back toward itself,
Oh.
and then twist,
Yeah. Okay, cool.
and that makes the point.
I think even.
And then you can adjust. You kind of have to adjust the beads to get it to lay flat.
I mean, he says.
But it
That's
will,
so
I mean,
funny.
you just have to kind of slide the beads around and it'll lay flat. So you just go around and do each one of the points and it's like magic. It just turns into a star.
It's really cute.
And
we'll see about that.
I neglected to bring any string to hang them, but
Parker is
this ties
done, and
to
then
it.
it's going to look like a star when
Ribbon,
it's done.
yeah.
I love that.
Mine's all caved inward.
Well, crisp up your bends there.
No, no.
That's fine. Never mind. Like I said, I don't intervene when I do this at my house.
Just let him do what he's going to do.
It's fine. It's all good.
That was so
We
funny.
made,
I like your color scheme.
I just kind of grabbed.
You just grabbed.
Now
so
this
whatever
one, on
happened,
this
happened.
one, you can't sign it very readily unless you were to add a tag, but on all my ornaments that have a surface area, it's very important for me to tell my guests, you sign and date everything. So that when it hangs on the Christmas tree, you know which of your kids made it and what year it was. And then I'm getting to that point where we're just about ready to start boxing up the kids' ornaments and sending them to
These
their
are all
parents.
yours.
It's just
Yeah.
gonna break my heart when it happens, but
I know.
that way at least you'll know.
Right. Oops. Okay, got something on the right here.
I made a
No,
lotus.
you're fine. You're good. You just have to crisp
Oh,
up
that-
the edges.
oh,
Yeah,
that's-
there you go.
It was just.
A lotus. I like it. Yeah, and the fine tuning to get it to lay flat is just a matter of like
Okay.
bending and twisting. But yeah, you
I
got it.
love the color. Cool. All right, I can fix that later.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great. It's very pretty. It matches. We're looking in the background. It
Yeah.
matches your walls and the trees.
Oh, fantastic.
In a couple minutes.
Well, we can fix that up in a minute.
I'm actually gonna screw it up a bit more because I decided I liked what was going on.
You
There you
did.
go. Okay. There you go.
No.
I thought this was like foolproof. We need to, yeah, one of my things is
I know. I was thinking it's surely
There.
it's
Oh,
not
that's
all.
really.
It's a
I
little
like this.
twisty.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and if you just
I
like I
love
said,
it.
you just bend them.
You
a little
guys just
bit.
look like shit.
I
They'll lay
know.
flat.
Oh
We
gosh.
didn't come up to your
All right, so let me
standards.
put these away so they
Okay.
don't end up on the floor. So go back to the This is something else too you might notice. This is a plastic tray from probably a frozen dinner of some sort. Never throw these away.
I know. We
Yeah,
don't.
save them all.
We also use ours for recycle or when everybody comes over for the holidays.
Oh yeah, to send stuff
They
home with
all-
them. Heck yeah, yeah. All right, I'm just gonna set those aside. Oh yeah.
Want me to fix yours for you?
Alright, so I don't know how we are on time. We,
So then we're gonna need those wire cutters again. Thank you.
okay.
Okay, so we're gonna make, and y'all are gonna help. We're gonna make it the angel, the golden angel. And I've gotten started a little bit. I want to say though, this was a cone where thread, like industrial, commercial stitching, this would have held the thread. So this is like a spool, but for a large thread cone. And a friend of mine, Helene King, I don't even know where she got them, but she gave me probably 40 of them a few years ago. And we've used them for that Santa Claus that Sullivan was showing us, and now we're going to use them for these angels. So now that's not something that typically everybody has, but I have successfully made a cone like this out of the cereal box cardboard. Cereal boxes are awesome cardboard.
Oh, wow.
So you cut up a big Kix box, form it into a cone, spray paint it gold, and it looks awesome.
People still eat Kix.
We do in our house.
Honey Bunch of Oats or Get Out.
Yeah, well, you know what? Their boxes are probably just as good.
Yeah.
This is a 1-inch styrofoam
Better.
ball covered with Mod Podge and tissue paper to make it hard and spray painted so that it looks pretty.
Okay.
Okay. So this one, and now here's a few other tricks. This is the glass that old Wisconsin cheese, whatever that's what it's called, old English cheese comes in. I make nice little cups there. And then for her arms, if you look at the sample, her arms are just cones of paper. And it can be any kind of paper. Now I brought just some of this red scrapbooking paper as an example. And I pre-made some of the arms so that the glue would be dry already.
Right.
But I cut out templates, and these are just cut from report covers, I think. So that, again, the guests can just trace it on the paper and cut it out. And I'm going to tell you guys, so I can say this on camera, don't trace and cut from the center of the paper. And we laugh about it every year. My daughter and I, we look for the person who has left behind this piece of paper. You're the guy.
Why not?
You're the guy.
We hate that guy.
Why not?
Because if you cut from over here, you're going to leave all this extra paper that's available for something else. If you cut smack in the middle,
No,
you spoiled
no.
it, and we waste a lot of paper that way.
No.
No. So anyway, we've pre-cut the pieces today so that we don't have to go through that step. All right, let me push that out of the way.
This is already so smart.
Yeah.
How many times did we have glue and we have to like?
Well, and the other thing, so
I
I always keep one in here like this when I'm on my own desk. Once we start using it, I take the cap off and just leave it on its side. If you put it upside down, it will ooze everywhere.
Oh.
So we'll just leave it on its side.
Okay.
Let's see here. Do you have that blue packet? I should know what my rules are, my steps are. My own steps. Okay. I tell everybody, okay, I have to show you though. The most important #1 tip every year, read the directions. Because I actually do try to put these things in order. So you follow the directions and don't cut from the center of the quilt or the paper. Okay.
I don't know.
So we're gonna, this is,
He can't read.
so here. This one, as you can see, is it's more complicated than the star. So this page was kind of a lot for my guests to follow, but they made some beautiful angels. So I've gone ahead and made the cones for you. They're just that paper that you saw, that triangle paper, rolled up real tight, and the tacky glue will hold it. But I use clothespins as a clamp to hold them while the glue is drying. So we have 4 of those.
And then she takes them off and she hangs her dry cleaning.
Those little clothespins are very handy. Then the other piece that goes, you can take the clamps off now because we're ready. If you see it in here, she has the 2 layers. Let's move her out here.
We're gonna have to.
We're just gonna hot glue her all together.
We're gonna have to talk about it real quickly.
Okay, that's fine.
We're running
That's
out.
fine. Then I'll just show you what we're gonna do, and we'll finish it. You guys can finish it up after we're done filming.
And then
2
we'll
cones,
take a picture of it for you.
and this is just a piece of paper literally rolled around a pencil that Sullivan made before we got started. That one gets cut in half, and it becomes her arms. The head gets glued on. This ribbon, and we all have scads of this ribbon because this is what people are wrapping their gifts with now. You fold it, you wrap it with a piece of wire.
Okay, you lost me.
It's about
He'll
16
have to read.
inches.
He'll have to read
Yeah.
the directions several times.
Fold it in thirds. You wrap it with a piece of wire, which we have, and you can certainly make them the size you want. That's a little bit of overkill.
Okay.
Then we have different trims that she can be decorated with all different kinds of trims, whatever you want. These are literally little scraps of trim from
lying around.
Yeah,
My
exactly.
angel's gonna be a
Those
man.
extra 4 inches that you don't have
Yeah,
enough
that you,
of
I
for
mean,
a
I don't
package.
then I brought several pipe cleaners, and what we do for the halo is wrap it actually like
I'm
around
gonna
this.
start boxing that stuff for you.
Oh, only if it's in quantity.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I have to work in quantities.
That's right.
That way I don't end up collecting everything.
Yeah.
So, you know, a couple of pipe cleaners wrapped around a Sharpie gives it the nice round shape, or this glue bottle that gets hot glued on there as her halo. And if you want to make her a tree topper, you can stop there, because then she can go on top of the tree. But if you want to put a base on her, that's the metal from a
Soup can?
frozen juice
Okay.
that I sprayed.
Right,
It fits
okay.
perfectly.
Let's say it looks familiar. What is
That's
that?
what it is. It's
Okay.
the glue. This way. She glues right in. So yeah, so if we just put her together, these are all just hot glued on, because the hot glue works better than the tacky glue for quick bonding of bulky things. So I have to worry about my little kids when we do that, but
Right.
yeah. So that she'll be beautiful when you
She
finish
will
her.
be beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So fun.
Absolutely.
I know we
I'm so
could go
glad
on
to
for
hear.
hours.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We're just scratching the surface. 23 years, I got a binder this thick, so.
I know. Well, thank you so much for sharing your event with us and all your ideas and giving
Some of your ideas.
some of them.
I like the plant. It's a nice plant.
And yeah, I think a lot of viewers out there can come up with some really great ideas on their own and do their own thing.
Yeah. Well, and with Pinterest now, I mean, if you think that you can't come up with ideas, I know that
That's
people are finding there. So.
Oh,
yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
Very true. And thank you all for joining us
These
today.
off for me real quick.
Thanks so much. I mean, this
Yeah,
was so much
absolutely.
fun.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Really kept going.